Hey guys, how are you? This is Eric Bramlett with Bramlett Residential, and today we are going to discuss the November 2023 Austin metro area real estate market statistics. Apologize a little bit for my scratchy voice. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold that kind of blew in with this colder weather. But today we're going to talk about the stats, and not much of a surprise here. A little bit more of the same. What I mean by that is that we generally expect the market to be slower in the fall and winter months, and that's definitely been the case this year. We also have settled into what we consider sort of the low point of this downturn. We're still seeing year-over-year numbers decline a bit. We saw total sales drop by 5% in the metro. And we're also seeing pricing drop just a bit. So we saw average sold price drop by 5.6% and median sold price drop by 9%. Months of inventory is ticking up just slightly. We're at 4.4 months of inventory. Bear in mind that is a balanced market. The reason that we're in a balanced market, even though we have this reduced demand, is that many sellers are choosing to withdraw from the market if they can't get their price, and many sellers are choosing simply not to list right now because they have a really great interest rate, so they're going to stick in their houses while they wait to see what happens with mortgage rates. Looking at overall volume, we've certainly seen a decline year over year, minus 10.7% volume decline versus this time last year in November. And then year to date, we have a minus 22.5% decline in overall volume. That's the total dollars that have been purchased, that have been sold in the Austin metro. Average median price, if you look at it on a month-over-month basis, it hasn't moved just a whole lot. We're down about 3% on a month-over-month basis on average and median. And if you look at it, the 12-month rolling average, we're down just a bit versus 12 months ago on that end as well. It's important to look at the pending units. This shows us what current demand looks like, what buyer demand is in the market, and we're comparing this trend line, which is the lower gray, with the above trend line. That's going to be 2019. So 2023, you can see that there's been a drop in the overall demand, but the trend line follows almost exactly the 2019 trend line. And while we're looking at 2019, is that was the last time we had a normal market. Just to illustrate that, yes, buyers do tend to focus on the holidays more at this time of the year, and most buyers are not in the market looking to buy houses. We will see that demand pick back up in the springtime. It happens almost like clockwork every single year. Monthly payments, so we saw a drop in mortgage rates in November versus in October. So mortgage rates dropped to about 7% by the end of the month. And if you look at affordability, we're actually just barely over where we were in December of 2022. So we're back to the average monthly payment in the Austin metro with 20% down is going to be $4,140 a month. If you look at June, that was the peak. It was $4,600. So this additional affordability bodes well for the spring. If mortgage rates stay low, or if they even go lower, we'll see even more demand in the springtime, which is what we're all hoping for. Beyond mortgage rates, we need to see jobs come back. So Austin's traditionally had a really hot job market, and we've definitely seen employers sort of freeze hiring. We haven't seen any layoffs or many layoffs in the past few months, but the hiring has not picked up to normal levels. So right now, if we look at Indeed data, we're at about 28% decline year over year on the number of job postings on Indeed.com. Here's a chart showing you 12 months, not 12 months. This is 6 months of 5 months. Sorry, of mortgage rates, and you can see that it was creeping up. It was creeping up until October. October it peaked at just over 8%, and then we're down at just over 7% right now, 7.1%. That's on the 30-year fixed. It all kind of comes back to what the Fed plans to do with monetary policy, and all the experts assume that monetary policy will remain frozen, like not reducing the rate, not increasing the rate until next March. Next March is whenever we see the first predictions that the Fed might start lowering interest rates. And that's what we really need to see the market recovery really take hold. If we do see interest rates drop next spring, we're going to see that seasonal increase in demand, and then hopefully we'll also see some jobs come back. We could have a pretty nice looking spring. Regardless of what happens, we do believe that we are in the low point of the downturn, and we do Expect things will get better next year. We're just not sure at what rate they will improve. Again, over the winter months, you can assume the buyer demand will stay pretty low. The first opportunity to see a real recovery is going to be next spring. So if you're a seller and you're having a hard time selling right now, just know that next spring should be better for you. The question is literally just how much better. If you're a buyer, you'll still have plenty of leverage in the spring compared to the past few years, but you will see additional competition. You will see some additional demand in the market. As always, real estate's hyper-local and hyper-situational. If we can help you with your specific situation, please reach out to us. We'd love to chat about your specific situation. Hope that everybody has had an awesome start to the holiday season. I hope that everybody has some plans to hang out with family and friends. I'm Eric Bramlett. If we can help you with anything whatsoever, please drop me a line. Thanks so much.